Hey there gamers, Mark the Lone Gamer here. We are back in Dragon Age Inquisition. Currently we are inside Skyhold, the fortress that has now become the new stronghold for the Inquisition. It's been some time since we all first arrived here, and construction or reconstruction of the place has gone pretty well. I think we have pretty much access to every part of the place except for a few little spots. Everyone has found their place here. They are now merchants. And we've been talking to our companions the last time. And we talked to most of them except for a few. So I think we'll do that now. Let's start off with the one... Ooh, it's Flissa. Hello.
Your worship?
Flissa was the tavern keeper in Haven. And now, well, I guess she's retired. Like all the other NPCs, they're just hanging around here. Now, we have ourselves a new prospective member. His name is Cole. And he will become our rogue. Of course, we have to talk to him first to make the membership official.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Rather disturbing.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Alright. So now that Cole has formally joined the Inquisition, we can now get him some gear and choose his skills. So he has 11 points. So he is our first dagger rogue and probably will be our only dagger rogue. Let's get him twin fangs and get ripping fangs as an upgrade. Let's get dance of death. You gain stamina with every kill. Sneak attack. Attacks upon a target's back or flank are much more likely to be killing blows. Death blow, you get that. Thrill of victory. Your strike bites deeper, and if it should kill your target, there's no cooldown. Surprise attack. Instead of moving in to make the kill, you favor fresh opponents with death blow. Let's take that. And what else? Flank attack. Bloodied prey. Forgiving. Spinning blades. So let's go somewhere else. You have 5 more points. Let's go to the subterfuge tree. Let's give him stealth. And Lost in Shadows. Let's give him easy to miss. Knockout powder. And Shadow Strike. Alright, and inventory. Weapons. Let's give him, I think Cole came with this. Let's give him this, the Bleeder of Souls. Alright, let's put it in his main hand. And the Antivan Bleeder on his other hand. I don't think we have any other better armor. Nope. He has a very interesting hat. Yeah. Alright. So we'll try to get him better armor eventually. Or maybe we can actually give him some upgrades with his armor. I guess we'll need to go to the Undercroft, our crafting area, to do that. Anyway. I think we can save it now. Alright. So as you can see, Skyhold has developed quite a bit since we last saw it. We've opened up this area. Look at that. That is quite a distance away to the front door. To say that this place is big is an understatement. What's this? Let's continue exploring a bit. Alright, there are people here. They're actually merchants. And
I
who
don't
is
need
this
you,
person?
sister.
We met a
carrying a
merchant,
heavy
a female
burden for
merchant in
once,
Valroyo, who
I'll carry it back
offered
to
her
Crestwood and
services
kill
to
those
us.
bandits.
This
That's what
might
Father would've
actually be
wanted.
that person, or at least
live a good life.
the person
He's
that
dead.
that person
You didn't know it.
represented. Let's talk to her. Bonnie Sims.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Segrit survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Okay. So our friend here will make sure that we always have goods. Not just for us, but for also the rest of the Inquisition. It's assumed that food supplies, weapons, armor for the rank and file will be provided. Not exactly for us, I guess, but well. Let's check out the inventory of stuff. So, in terms of, is everyone... Yes, so Marion still has the best staff around right now. The tiered staff. Dorian has... Yes, we gave Dorian the Staff of Stasis, which was Alexius' staff. I think it's only fitting that he carried the staff of his mentor. Vivienne has the healing staff. That's... I think we crafted this. That it's pretty much the best staff aside from that. We'll have to get them better staves eventually. Solus is using this. It's not the best of the other staffs. Maybe it's better if we give him, well, it's unique. That's, unless we find something better, let's have him keep that. Varric. Where is it? Need to upgrade Bianca. Let's try to see. He already has 3 brutal sights. Then Sarah's this. Alright, that's fine. Sandra still has the serrated Canary Blade, still the best. We have really good weapons, I think, at this point. Iron Bull is using one of the Hayden's razors, which is the best of what we have. The only thing better is this, the Legion of the Dead Maul, which is a ways off. And Blackwall, yeah, he's using the other Hayden's razor. Air Shock battle axe. Yeah, it's better. That's the best one. So everything else we can actually sell. Let's see if everyone is using... Let's give everyone... accessories. So Shadow Strike. Twin Fangs. Alright. Vivienne. Belt of Cold Resistance. Enhanced, alright. I think everyone pretty much has stuff. Alright, so after that, anything selling here, very expensive stuff and very high level. For level 16. Yeah, we don't need these. You'll probably be crafting much better or just as good. So we don't really need to buy these things. Let's sell. Sell this. Don't think we need these. I guess we'll keep these. We don't need to sell everything. But the ones that aren't that great, we can just sell. So this, yeah, this is actually, you know what, sell that. I could sell these. I don't think this actually is good. It's what we already have. The enhanced. Are they actually using enhanced? Bow. Oh, we're fine. Alright, let's just sell those that we're not using. Don't think we need the Mercy's Crest anymore. Alright, so we have a bit of gold. What's being sold here? Armor. Which really isn't that good anymore. Alright, nothing of worth. I think this is where Blackwall is going to hang out, if he isn't already here. Here are the stables.
Our mounts have never had better.
Maybe we could have a change of horse. Frostback, mountain horse, Asarash. Dracolisk. Ha! Weird stuff. Hey, well, let's stay for here for now. Of course, Master Dennett is here, our horse master. Fortunately, he was able to come here without any trouble, despite all the trouble in Haven. Let's talk to him.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. Mountain air like this, not healthy for many animals. But I'll make do with your little fortress.
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things, and that's how I like it.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Of course.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Alright, so where are we? We can of course go back the way we came. But let's see what we can find up here. Alright. Apparently these are the kitchens.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3
Note
royals
from the
worth of crushed
Skyhold
mint.
kitchens. Request for supplies. Potatoes, 500. Flour, 50 sacks. Dried peas, salted meat. Willow switches.
They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Probably someone who's very good at sneaking and making people forget about him. That's actually a reference to Cole, who will be doing a lot of strange things that will initially seem strange, but, well, keep the elf out of the kitchen. Check the sugar daily to make sure it's still sugar and not salt. Head cook Donatien. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing towards a crude drawing of a phallus. Sarah isn't getting along well with our cook. Oh well. That's what else is new. So
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
If only we had a spare army. I think this might become something else eventually, depending on how the fortress develops.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah,
And
making the
this
smell is everywhere.
leads up
I was going to use them for dinner and then...
this leads to
Can't recall who took them.
Josephine's office and to the war room. We'll go there later. And leads to the main hall. So finally the main hall isn't all wreckage anymore. There are people here milling about. Many of them are or look like Orlesian nobles or citizens. We can only assume that these are, in some way they are affiliated with the Inquisition, or at least involved with people who are. One of our finishers, Garen, fell from the scaffold and landed on a paving stone. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped him. What should we do? Foreman Sheris. Have them commit his body with those we have lost since Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition. Move his fellow workers to another site and allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Montilier.
Committed to independence, I hear.
Josephine handling
Shame.
things.
I know.
This snug little corner is Varric's place. He isn't here right now because he's waiting for us somewhere where we'll get to him.
Hello,
Who are
Inquisitor.
you?
Honored Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhold. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
So, we often find mosaic tiles in our travels. So we come back here, give them to Gotzi here, and he'll post them up. Maybe we'll learn about them. What's this place? This leads to the courtyard. Really, who are these people? There are some... It's... I mean, it's part of the scenery, and
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
it makes the place really look alive. I'm still wondering who are all these people. Alright, anyway. Now this is the first time that Marion will be seeing her own quarters. She understands it's a bit of a surprise. So let's see. All right then.
They have certainly spared no expense.
All right, there are player homes, and then there are player homes. All right. Skyrim, eat your heart out. This is quite a bit up, above and beyond Hearthfire. So here's our upgrades for the garden, the watchtower, and everything. Yes, Skyhold can be upgraded. We'll have to do quite a bit though before we can do that. I think this is wine cabinet, and some supplies. There's a balcony above that you can reach from here. What's this? Little oubliette. Ah, right. Just some excess building supplies, I guess. Alright. There's a different balcony overlooking the front. That is an amazing view. I mean, not everyone can boast having a glacier on a mountainside right outside their window. I gather that not many would want a glacier outside their window. This is our little office. Some music on the side. And this was actually added in updates after the game was released. The option to change your wardrobe so you don't have to wear the same thing all the time. So you can change your look to different colors of waiter. You can actually change to armor, which is better. At least we look the part of a battle commander. Alright. There's some pretty sharp uniforms. I think we'll try to change up our look every now and then.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Alright. Apparently this Arcanist brought some strange stuff with her. Or him. Whoever it is. I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. Not sure what these things are. Alright.
Hello there. Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harris devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had to fight to do it. Everyone said I couldn't. swept floors in libraries, traded runes for tomes. I met outsiders like me, new thinkers. If there's something to know about magic, I'll find it. There's no barriers to what magic can do, Inquisitor, no matter what they say.
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus, my goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale. Also, dwarves, we don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. Rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
Alright, let's continue our interview.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
That's a bit of a reference to Dragon Age Origins. Enchantment! But you'd have to play it.
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the Smith caste. So the hammer and tongue, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
What's the story with enchanting?
Marion is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
So, I guess let's sit in judgment. We have to do this sometime.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Will we be taking heads right here in the hall?
Goodness, no! If such an option is available, it will be done elsewhere. And it may not be necessary. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Alright, let's do it. I think we know whom we're going to judge.
You recall Marion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own life, no less. De Winter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
So this is basically tantamount to a lobotomy. We'll turn him into one of those emotionless people, the tranquil. And this is probably the most terrible punishment, particularly for a mage. This is to execute him. Just to put him in prison. This is... I've never tried this. He'll serve Redcliffe's mages. But you know what? I think the best is this.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution? Very well.
We've judged Alexius, perhaps in a manner that's a lot more merciful than he probably deserved. But I think Marion will consider it as a favor of sorts to Dorian. In any case, from here on, we have a ton of things to do. But I think the most efficient thing would be to get Marion the specialization. In case you know, Marion is a mage, but she's not just going to be just a mage. She has to specialize into something to get more powerful skills. And there. Alright, we're taking this mission. The earlier the better.
Any news on rifts beyond reach of the Inquisition?
Yes. And it is not good.
We actually need to do this right away because there's still things that have to be done before we actually open up the specialization. So, specializations for the Inquisitor. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seem lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific, I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Sir Morris, the Quartermaster. So Josephine is the only one who can do this. Circles may have dispersed, but we still have our contacts. These are powerful mages, not tied to the rebellion, who can offer training.
Inquisitor?
Alright, the best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height. Alright, aside from that, let's do some other missions. Just so... gather coin... A memorial for Haven. Let's do this right away. Ambassador Montilier, although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood, as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor these fallen heroes, Madam Ambassador? Marquis d'Aurelion. Right, Josephine, it was addressed to her, so she'll do it. I can do some fundraising for the project, and we should send a representative for the ribbon cutting.
At your service.
And let's put Cullen and Liliana to work as well. Reports of Darkspawn, activity going Orzammars. So many things we can do. Now we can actually open up, or we will be opening up areas to explore and adventure in. But that will, I think, that will depend on what we choose as our specialization. Western approach, where is that? I think you might need to open up something like Exalted Plains, but we'll see first. Alright, Ferelden. That's hinterland resources. Oh, they're just collecting stuff. Shadows over Denrim. Inquisitor, first things first. An apology. They offered the rebel mages safe harbor in Ferelden, only to have them drive my uncle out of his own town. So I'll admit, I wasn't in the best of moods when I first met you. I just wanted everyone out of Redcliffe and didn't care who was responsible for what. Now I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? These cultists, Venatori I think they're called, we have them in the royal palace, or so I'm told. Like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something, grateful something. Alright, this is from King Alistair Theron. Now, Alistair, of course, is one of the companions in Dragon Age Origins, the first Dragon Age game. And in my opinion, one of the best companions. Now, Leliana was also one of the original companions, so we'll have her handle it. I have just the agent in mind for this. Allow me to send her to Denrim to quietly hunt down the Venatori spies.
Inquisitor.
One for Cullen, I guess. Mediate between Ostrich noble families. Inquisitor. You may recall we offered your distant relatives in the Free Marches a promise of aid. One branch of your family has asked you to mediate their dispute with another, but their description of events is rather convoluted. It apparently began with an insult during the harvest ball in Oswick over the quality of their milk cows, and escalated to a pitched battle between 200 soldiers last week. Really, it would do us good to step in, if only to preserve the name of the Trevelyan's as a whole. Ambassador Montoulier. Now, only Cullen is free. We should contain the fighting. We can sit both sides down at the table once they surrender to us. A bit heavy-handed, I guess. Yeah, maybe we'll give this to someone else. Have Cullen do something else. Gather coin. Alright. Dorian's quest. Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. Fiona, we got the word out to everyone we could, but some cells were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, or at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Right? Sketch. So only Cullen is free. They are likely afraid to come out of hiding. I can send a few non-Templar soldiers to protect the mages on their way here. Yep.
To work?
Alright, that's it. Alright, seems that the specialists have arrived. Now we will be choosing our specialization shortly. I think I'll save that for the next episode. And we'll also be opening up areas for us to explore. And we'll be adventuring again instead of just hanging out here in our new digs. In any case, this has been Mark the Lone Gamer. And we'll be back in Dragon Age Inquisition in the next episode.